Hello students, welcome to this session. In the last two lessons we have studied sets. As I told you already, in the first lesson I have taken simple questions. Then I have taken the old questions from Karnataka CET. So initially I have planned two lessons on each unit, combining both first PUC as well as second PUC. In this let us study relations and functions. In the beginning, I have taken a few questions to help you to develop the concepts. For example, relation, what is the domain? Then how to find the domain of a function, how to find the range of a function, such questions. Then how to find f of x or composite function, like that. Then in the second lesson, I have taken the old questions from your Karnataka CET. So this is my plan, and depending on the availability of time, I will be taking more and more questions in each unit later. But my plan is, first I would like to complete the entire syllabus covering both first PUC and second PUC. Then I will go for advanced questions. So this is the plan. Hope you like this video. Please subscribe and share so that you will be getting all the questions and related to entire syllabus. Second, I am putting all these things in a playlist, Karnataka CET, so that you will not miss any lesson. Let us proceed today. First question. If R is the relation on N defined by X is related to Y, if and only if X plus 2Y equal to 8, then domain of R is. So, four options are given. Now, of course, this is a very simple question. This type of question does not require calculation actually. Now, you see, you have to think like this. Domain means you need the value of X. Now, second condition is it should be natural number. That means it cannot be negative. Therefore, what are the values X can take? So, you can think. So, we have to take only even for X, because if you take odd, Y also becomes a fraction. Fraction is not allowed in N. Therefore, what are the even values you can take? You can take 2, then 4, then 6 only. Definitely C is the option. So, it is 2, 4, 6. So, in such question, because you can't take X equal to 8. If you take X equal to 8, Y becomes 0. So, maximum value of X is 6. So, definitely option is C. This is a very simple question. As I told you, I am including some very simple questions so that we will be confident. Second one, this is also simple, but in such questions, sometimes what happens is, even we teachers make mistake. Suppose we are not in a position to take the correct pair, especially you see this type of question. Let me first show you the options. Finding whether it is reflexive or not is very simple, because A, B, C are there, C, C is not there, definitely it is not reflexive. Symmetric also not a problem. For example, you can take BC is there, CB is not there, so it's not symmetric. First two are very simple. But checking transitive, I don't say it is very difficult, but sometimes we make mistake if we are in a hurry, because we select wrong pairs. Because this I have seen in class. For example, students sometimes say AB is there, BA is there, AA is there, so it is transitive. Immediately they jump to the conclusion. But you should be careful. And therefore, I told you, even I also made mistake while deciding whether it is transitive or not. Not because I don't know the concept, but because of the wrong choice. See, here it is not reflexive because, of course, this is very simple. Second one is also very simple. CC is not there. That is the reason for not being reflexive. And it is not symmetric because BC is there, CB is not there. But look here, it is not transitive because of this condition. AB, BC is there. AB and BC have to take. This pair AB and BC have to take, but AC is not there. Therefore, it is not transitive. Sometimes what we make, AB, BA we take, AA is there. Then BA, AB we take, BB is there. And I have seen in offline classes, sometimes students argue like this. Sir, these two are there, therefore it is transitive. But they fail to select this one, this pair, AB and BC. So this is very important. So especially in examination, you should be a bit careful. So it's none of this. Next one, if A equal to X such that X square minus 5X plus 6 equal to 0, B is of course given in roster form, C is also roster form, 2, 4 and 4, 5. then find A cross B intersection C. Therefore, of course, it's not directly related to relations and function, but cross product, which is required in relation. Therefore, I have included one question, and because I have not included this type of question in sets. So now what you have to do is, first you have to write A in roster form. X minus 2 into x minus 3 is 0. Therefore, definitely when you write it in roster form, A is 2, 3. Now first you have to find B intersection C. Therefore, B intersection C is definitely 4. Then we have to find A cross B intersection C. This is equal to 2, 3 cross 4. So 2, 4 and 3, 4. So definitely option is A. So A is the option. Next question. So this is of course a little bit challenging question. See how to find f of x. See, it is a reverse now. G is given and composite function f of g of x is given. What is f of x? So normally the question will be, in class when you do, or even in textbook, most of the questions are the direct questions. F is given, G is given, you have to find f of g or g of x. But here you see, it is reverse. F is given, composite function is given, G is given, we have to find f. So let me show you how it can be done. Let us take f of g of x, which is 3 plus 2 root x plus x. Now what we do is, you have to understand this one. This g of x is 1 plus root x. Therefore, this expression, if you write in terms of 1 plus root x, then you can do it. How to do it? See, this 3 I have split 2 plus 1. Of course, I have put the bracket purposely because we want to identify this function. This x I am writing root x square. Then 2 root x as it is. I have not changed anything. I have rearranged it according to our convenience. Now, if you look here inside the bracket, it is perfect square. Therefore, let me write. So, this is root x plus 1 whole square. This one plus 2. Now, what is root x plus 1? You see here 1 plus root x is g. Therefore, this is gx whole square, actually gx square. So, now this is gx whole square plus 2. Now, we have to argue like this. Suppose f of g of x is g of x whole square. If it is t, what should happen? It should be t square plus 2. If it is m, what should happen? It should be m square plus 2. So, if it is x, what should happen? X square plus 2. Therefore, definitely it is x square plus 2. Therefore, the option is 2 plus x square. B is the option. Next, the domain of f of x equal to 2 minus 2x minus x square. See, in any such question, of course, options are given, and using options we can't guess also in such questions. We should know how to solve it. What is the condition? Whenever square root is given, condition is that anything inside the square root should be positive. So, of course, here condition is this should be positive, but there is a small mistake here. Since it is in the numerator, even in you can include 0 also. So, it should be more than 0. Please include 0 also. Of course, later I have done it. So, it is my mistake actually. I should have included 0. Anyway, now this we can do like this. If you change the sign, then definitely it is negative. That is, if you change this one, x square plus 2x minus 2 negative. Now, what I have done is, I have added 3 to both sides to make it perfect square. That's all. So, this is now x plus 1 whole square less than 3. Now, this you should know. Whenever x square is less than a square, then minus a less than x less than a. 3 can be written as root 3 whole square. Therefore, it is minus root 3, then x plus 1, then root 3. Or if you take 1 both sides, that is subtract 1 on all the 3 sides, so then you get this condition. But as I told you, even 0 can be included because it is in the numerator. Therefore, the option should be B. Now, let us go to the next question. If f of is equal to x minus 1 by x plus 1, what is f of 1 by f of x? So, Now f of x minus 1 by x plus 1 is what is required is f of x equal to x minus 1 by x plus 1. This is the function given. But what is required is f of 1 by f of x. Now first let us find what is 1 by f of x. It is just reciprocal of this one. So x plus 1 by x minus 1. Now how to find this one? See here what you can do is, this is the idea. Whenever x, it is x minus 1 by x plus 1. In the place of x, if you put y, what should happen? It should be y minus 1 by y plus 1. In the place of x, if you put m, it is m minus 1 by m plus 1. So in the place of x, if you put x plus 1 by x minus 1, then what should happen is, wherever x, you have to put x plus 1 by x minus 1. This is the idea, substitution technique. Now you simplify, taking LCM, simplify this one, simplify both numerator and denominator. X minus 1, this x minus and x minus 1 cancels. Then simplify the remaining, it is 2 by 2x, because denominator x will be cancelled, or 2 will remain. Denominator x remains 2x, numerator 1 remains 2. 1 minus 1 is 2. So this is 1 by x. So the option is therefore D. Let us go to the next question. See here also, of course, f of x is above, it is a numerator. Therefore, condition as before, this quantity should be positive. Therefore, we have to take the condition, this should be positive. Now here, this is actually shortcut method, wavy curve method it is called. In textbook, this is mentioned actually in some of the chapters. See, the idea is this. See, whenever product of two number is positive, normally what we do is two cases we take. Both positive one case, both negative another case. But here the shortcut is like this. This is called critical point 6 and 9, because there it becomes 0. So the curve cuts x-axis at 6 and 9. So they are called critical point. Now more than 9, it should be positive, because this also is positive, this also is positive. So here it is positive. Less than 6 also it is positive, because this also becomes negative, this also becomes negative. So both cases positive. Here it is negative, because one is positive, one is negative. Therefore now you can say the given equation, that is expression, becomes positive including 0 here. You should be very careful. Since 0 is included, 6 can be included and 9 also can be included. So this side it is closed interval, this side of course open, because infinity. Therefore see, all the options are same except this interval, so bracket. So you should be very careful. So I think B is the option. Let us proceed. See, this question is also f of x you have to find. What is given is f of x is a minus xn to the power 1 by n. What is f of x? Here also, if you know the substitution method, it is very simple. What you have to do is, see, first let us write this f of x is a minus xn to the power 1 by n. Then imagine that this is x, or let us take this is y. Then what is f of y? A minus y power n to the power 1 by n. So that is f of y. Therefore, what you have to do is, wherever x, I have to put a minus xn to the power 1 by n to the power n, outside once again 1 by n. And question is simplification. See here what happens is, this will be this n and this n cancels, because bracket is there. So it becomes only a minus xn. Then this 1 by n remains. So here once again you have to remove the bracket. So what happens is, you get x power n here, outside 1 by n. So when you simplify, you get x. Therefore definitely option is A. So A is the option. Question. See, this is a very peculiar question. Therefore I have selected this question. Here if you directly substitute 11, you see what happens is 2 into 11 is 12, 22 minus 4, 18. Then root 18, of course 18 also you can simplify, but still it will be a surd. I have studied surd in school. So what we can do is, instead of that, if you closely look, you can remove this square root. Let me explain here. See, this what I have done is, root x minus 2 whole square, if you do it, is x minus 2. So plus 2, it is x only. That means x only we have written as root x minus 2 whole square plus 2. This is one thing. 2, here 2. And from these 2, I have taken 2 outside. So it is root. Then x minus 2 remains. Therefore, I have written it as in terms of root x minus 2 whole square. Now you see, this is a square plus b square, because 2 is root 2 square, plus 2 into a into b. So this is a perfect square. So this is root x minus 2 plus root 2 whole square. So when you take the square root, this is, once you know this one, second one is same, here it will be minus. Therefore, definitely let me show you. So this is the same thing once again, only change is it is minus root. Now what is the advantage of this? Because we are avoiding root now. Now let us take f of x. So this. Now directly substitute f of 11. So what do we get is this one. I have not even simplified root 9. Root 9 is 3, but I have taken as it is for a purpose. Now here you see, when you take LCM, it is a plus b, a minus b is a square minus b square. So square root goes. So it is 9 minus 2. Therefore, I have not taken root. Okay, here. While simplifying, of course, this comes here, but root 9 I have taken here 3, because one more step I have tried otherwise. So 3 plus 3 is 6 above, 9 minus 2 7. So it is 6 by 7 definitely. So answer is 6 by 7. So option is B. Next, 10th question. Let the function f from R to R defined by f of x equal to 2x plus sin x for x belonging to R. Then f is bijective. Then 1 1, of course options are given. Bijective 1 1 but not onto. Then onto but not 1 1. Neither 1 1 nor onto. See, this problem is a little bit requires a little bit explanation. Normally in our textbook, what we have done is, there is one method deciding whether it is 1 1 or not. F of x1 equal to f of x2, show that x1 equal to x2. Then how to show onto. Take an element y in codomain, then produce one element in x. This is what we have done. But here that type of method does not work. See, here you can't use that method. So what you have to do is, this is another concept, especially remember, to decide 1 1 and onto, there is no one single method. There are different techniques we have to use. You take any function y equal to f of x. If it is strictly increasing, I have shown the graph, it is 1 1. For example, x1 is going to y1, x2 cannot go to same thing because it is increasing, x2 goes to y2. So this is 1 1. Therefore, I am using this concept. A strictly increasing function is 1 1. It is very evident from the graph. Different elements are going to different images. Now, we also know this one, f of x equal to x plus sin x. A strictly increasing function is always, f dash x is always positive. If a function, this we have studied in application of derivatives, any strictly increasing function, f dash x should be positive. Therefore, now look here, f dash x is 2 minus cos x. This is always positive because f of x, why this is positive, that is also very important. Cos x can take minimum value minus 1, maximum value 1. Therefore, 2 minus 1 is 1, 2 plus 1 is 1, 3. So it will never be negative. So it's a strictly increasing function. So this implies f is 1 1. So this is the technique we have to use here. Then, is it onto? Is it on? So normally we think that it is not onto because sin x can take only plus 1 to minus 1. So, but what about 2x? Therefore, here what happens is, sin x lies between minus 1 and plus 1, but 2x can take any value. That means f of x can be very, very large. F of x can be very, very small also when x is negative. Therefore definitely it can take all the, because it is continuous function also, sin x is continuous, so it can take all values between minus infinity to plus infinity. Therefore definitely it is onto also. So the option is A, bijective. This is the reason. Next, if f of 1 is 1 and f of n plus 1 is connected by the equation 2 into f of n plus 1, what is f of n? Now in such question what you have to do is, it is better to find a few values. 1 is given, f of 1 is given. Let us find f of 2, f of 3, f of 4, f of 5, etc. so that we can guess what is the next function. We can find a general relationship between them. So that is what I do. First let me find f of 2. What is f of 2? Substitute n equal to 1 here. So this becomes 2 and here it becomes 2 into f of 1. So simplify. So this is 3. Now same way, what is f of 3? What you have to do is substitute n equal to 2 here, it becomes 3. N equal to 2 here also, therefore it is 2 into f of 2 plus 1. But f of 2 is 3. Therefore I have to write this equal to 2 into 3 plus 1, so 7. Same way, let me, without wasting time, let me write directly. This you can do yourself. This is 15. Same way I have determined one more, so that generalization is easy. With one or two examples it is difficult. So this is the, now you have to closely observe. 3, 7, 15, 31. Is there any speciality? Yes. See, this we can write 2 square minus 1. This we can write actually 8 minus 1, 2 cube minus 1. Next one is 15 is 16 minus 1. This is 2 power 4 minus 1. Last one is 2 power 5 minus 1. Now there is no fun. So whenever it is n, it should be 2 power n minus 1. Therefore definitely C is the option. So this is how we have to work out this type of question. And here you can't guess also, there is a problem. Sometimes there are some questions where you can guess, taking the alternate value you can guess it. So that is also possible. Let us conclude here. I have taken I think 11 questions. This is the first series of questions in relations and functions. In the next lesson let me take a few old question paper questions and also some more questions. My suggestion is, once again, whenever you watch this type of video, first thing is you revise first PUC, second PUC chapters. Now what I am planning is, I am combining the concept, not the chapter. I am not dividing it into first PUC and second PUC. The relations, functions, set, these are all there in the first PUC as well as second PUC. So you have to revise both. Then you watch this video. Some of the techniques, shortcuts you will be able to understand. Hope you appreciate this one. I am very happy. So many of you are watching the video because last week I started uploading. A lot of viewers are there. Please subscribe and share with your friends. And as I told you, this will be a continuous process. Regularly I will be uploading the lessons. Please watch. Let us meet in the next lesson. Till then, bye. Take care.